everybody. Pastor David here. I'm here with Pastor Pat.
Hola a todos, estoy aquí con el Pastor David, soy Pastor Pat.
And we just sort of wanted to give you the rundown as to what we're going to be doing as New Vintage Church through this crisis.
Nada más queríamos explicarles a ustedes lo que vamos a estar haciendo con la Iglesia New Vintage a través de esta crisis.
So last Sunday, we were probably one of the only churches in the area who decided to meet.
El pasado domingo fuimos una de las pocas iglesias en el área que tomaron la decisión de reunirse.
And we believe that that was the right choice.
Creemos que nosotros optamos por lo bueno en ese caso.
But as most of you know, the regulations in the government have definitely become more restrictive.
Pero como ustedes saben, los reglamentos del gobierno se han puesto más estrictos.
And we believe that biblically we are called to be obedient to those who are over us.
Y bíblicamente sentimos que tenemos que acatar lo que nos dicen los que están arriba de nosotros.
On top of that, we got an email yesterday from the corporate office at AMC.
Y aparte de eso, recibimos un correo electrónico de la casa matriz del teatro AMC.
And they informed us that they will be closing their doors completely for 6 to 12 weeks.
Nos avisan que van a cerrar de 6 a 12 semanas por completo.
That's a long time.
Mucho tiempo.
But they have been very, very good at communicating to us, and this is all precautionary. They're not going to be charging us for rent or anything like that.
Han hecho todo lo posible para comunicarse bien con nosotros y todo eso es una medida de precaución. No nos van a cobrar renta ni nada durante ese tiempo.
So with this news, this prohibits us from being able to gather as we usually do.
Según este aviso, está prohibido reunirnos como normalmente lo hacemos.
And the government has asked that we continue meeting in groups of 10 or less.
Y aparte, el gobierno está pidiendo que los grupos que se reúnen sean de 10 personas o menos.
And we are anticipating that number could go down even yet.
Y anticipamos que pueden bajar ese número aún más.
So as of now, here's the plan.
Para este momento, ese es el plan que tenemos.
We want home groups to continue because we believe that home groups, that's one way that we can still get together and break bread together and do church the best that we can.
Queremos que los grupos hogareños sigan porque sentimos que es una de las mejores maneras de seguir adelante con la iglesia y compartir.
But that being said, if you're not feeling good, please don't go. Or if you're not comfortable going, don't feel obligated.
Habiendo dicho eso, si usted se siente enfermito, por favor quédese en la casa, y si usted no se siente cómodo, no se siente obligado a ir.
And if your group begins to exceed that 10 people mark, we would ask that you would not meet or that you would break it up or however your leader feels comfortable managing through that.
Y si el grupo de ustedes excede 10 personas, pedimos que se divide el grupo en dos o que no se reúna, lo que el líder de ustedes diga.
And then for Sunday mornings, Pat and I will be posting our sermons video style online. We're going to put them on Facebook, through the app. They'll be on YouTube and in the website.
Y para los servicios dominicales, el pastor David, vamos a poner los sermones en línea, es que vamos a ponerlos en Facebook, YouTube, el sitio web y en la aplicación.
So we don't want this to be a hiatus from church. This is not 6 weeks off. We still need to stay connected. That's what the body of Christ does. So we ask that you would tune in to those sermons, that you would participate in home groups, and that you would do your best so that New Vintage Church can still stay cohesive the best that we can.
No es un descanso de 6 semanas, es que queremos seguir adelante como iglesia, así que estamos pidiendo que ustedes participen como pueden en línea en los sermones, en los grupos hogareños, porque queremos que la iglesia se mantenga conectada de la manera más cohesiva posible.
And that being said, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we want to ask you to continue giving and supporting the church through this time as the best you can.
Habiendo dicho eso, no sabemos qué es lo que va a pasar en el futuro, pero estamos pidiendo que ustedes sigan apoyando y donando a la iglesia en la mejor manera que puedan.
The bills are going to continue coming in, and we still have things that we need to pay, so you have the option to give online. It's really, really easy if you've never done it.
Es que tenemos que seguir pagando, las cuentas no dejan de llegar, así que ustedes tienen la opción de pagar o de donar en línea. Es muy fácil hacerlo si nunca lo han hecho.
And then obviously this means that all the other events that we've had scheduled out for the next 6 weeks will be either canceled or postponed.
Obviamente los eventos que tenemos programados para las siguientes 6 semanas obviamente se cancelan o se posponen.
Such as the Easter egg hunt, Good Friday, Easter, New Life Drama Company.
O sea, el día de Pascua, Viernes Santa, Santo, la búsqueda de huevos de Pascua y el drama de New Life.
But we want to encourage you all to keep praying and keep believing in this church.
Queremos animarles a todos que sigan orando, que sigan creyendo en la iglesia.
We are praying for you, and we trust that God has his hand in this, and we know that he has a big plan that we don't see.
Oramos por ustedes, sabemos que Dios está en esto, tiene un gran plan que nosotros no vemos todavía.
So hopefully that clears some things up for you going forward, and obviously this whole thing is very fluid, so it could change in the next week. We don't know, but this is where we're at for now.
Espero que eso les ayude a entender dónde estamos ahora. Obviamente las cosas están cambiando, todo eso puede cambiar en la próxima semana, no sabemos, pero aquí estamos.
But we love you guys, stay safe, God bless.
Los amamos mucho, manténganse seguros, que Dios los bendiga siempre.